What's going on, guys? Welcome to the video. New one. Hope you guys enjoyed the last one. This is like my second day fully, so I'm doing well with the recording so far. Today,
internationally recognized qualifications in these areas with majors in animation.
Okay. Today I'm going to train SF, and I'm going to train with the boy Amir. I'm going to tag all of his stuff below, and he's going to be doing an edit. We're going to be filming. Some of his stuff is just awesome. Some of the stuff that I've seen on Instagram is just absolutely great. So I'm sipping on a pre-workout, which is Ronnie Coleman Yeah Buddy. I'll let you know how it is. Tastes alright, strong. So yeah, we're going to go there. We're going to train. We've got a push session. My dad he's okay. He's come out of having an angiogram, so they find out what's happening. They're waiting on the doctor to kind of go over the angiogram and work out exactly what's happened or what's going on, or it's just basically a very, very unknown thing what's going on, but he just can't move and pretty much paralyzed. So that's it. Let's get on with it. Let's get into the video, guys. I've got the Voyager series watch, and I got the Legend glasses in like turquoise or something. I can't remember what they are. You can just go on the website, mvmtwatches.com. Josh Bridgman 15 will save you some cash money. Let's go train. We're here. Let's go meet Amir.
We're there later, man. No problem. Like you.
I'm with the boy, Amir. If any of you guys are in Dubai or anywhere, contact this guy. You can send him the footage. His stuff is just, it's gonna be mad. You're gonna see it. It's the boy. All this stuff is in the description box. Amir, let's kill it. Just finished the session with my boy, and yeah, sick session. Got it in. It's hard, it's hard to keep up with the young guns these days. He's coming out, just having some food, and then I'm gonna head back home and I'm gonna get my food in. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Downstairs, in the bio. See it. Go there. Now, I hope you guys enjoyed that little edit that Amir did. Everyone just go follow him. Absolutely awesome. You can see my dad's legs there. Just in the hospital with him now. Before we get into this little segment of the video, which I want you guys to enjoy, I want you guys to appreciate my tripod, which is a water pot and where I think my dad pees. I'm pretty sure. So yeah,
that way then.
little yellow. No, it's fine.
There you go.
So we're gonna talk about the low volume approach. The low frequency approach. We're going to talk about the high frequency and low volume approach. I've had so many questions about this, inboxes, DMs, comments on videos, so we're finally going to address it. Why do I do the low volume? Why do I do the high frequency? Well, you're about to find out. The first thing is the frequency. So the reason why as natural athletes frequency is king is because when we work out, when we do a session and when we break down muscle, we elicit a response called protein synthesis. This process happens over for over 36 to 48 hour period. So once you cross over that 48 hour period, obviously it depends on who you are, how well you build muscle, how well you respond to this, you will start actually atrophying, and that will just means that you start actually doing the opposite of being anabolic and you start going catabolic. And you will start to actually regress. So ideally you want to be hitting everything every 48 hours. In realistic terms, that's not possible. So you just want to couple as many different exercises, as many different muscle groups together as you possibly can. So guys, when you're trying to hit this 48 hour window, Obviously, if you're trying to hit that same volume that you're used to, the 20, the 30, the 40 sets, the drop sets, the supersets, you will not recover. You will not be able to put in that same effort that you can. So in turn, you need to take away that volume. So we increase the frequency to be able to hit this 36 to 48 hour window of protein synthesis, which is key in natural athletes. Obviously, if you take steroids, if you inject testosterone or take anything else like that, that period of protein synthesis will be extended 72, 120 hours, you know, even longer. So you can hit things less frequently, if that makes sense. So when we hit this high frequency, recovery is paramount. You need to be taking feedback notes, whether that's actual notes, whether that's just, you know, in your head, naked notes of, are you recovering? Are you still being able to hit that same session with the same amount of intensity as you were the first time in order to elicit that same response as you did? And now that key word there was intensity. Because the lower volume, because the higher frequency, you need to increase the intensity to elicit that same muscle breakdown response that you would get from higher volume. So there's no good doing, you know, 3 or 4 sets like I do per muscle group per day, and then just doing it lackluster and not hitting failure, because you're not going to warrant that breakdown that you need in order to grow. So it's very, very important that you up that intensity if you do end up going for the lower volume, higher frequency technique. A few benefits of that, obviously, other than the hitting that protein synthesis response as natural athletes, is actually strength. If you take away volume, and if you take away extra work, you're going to be able to put more work into that 1 set or that 2 sets. Therefore, you'll be able to hitting a heavier and a higher weight. For example, say I go in, I do 5 sets of 10 reps at 100 kilos. That's great, you know, and I'm sure you're going to get a pump, I'm sure you're going to get sore. But what about if you stripped away 3 sets and you did 130 kilos for sets of 8 and then a set of 10? You know, that is a lot higher weight, a lot more mechanical tension. Another key word there, guys. Mechanical tension, mechanical overload of the muscle will stress the muscle, create the microfibril tears that we always talk about and that we need, which will then cause protein synthesis to happen, which will then cause more muscle to happen, guys. So you have to be on point with the intensity if you are going to lower that volume. And that was going to warrant higher strength levels, guys. Strength, we know, is directly correlated to more muscle. Directly correlated to more muscle. You know, there is a reason why the strongest people in the world are big. They're big as fuck, guys, okay? You need to understand that and realize that the stronger you are, the bigger you're going to be, to a certain extent. There's a few tips when doing this type of trial. It's a lot more neurally fatiguing, guys. You're going to get tired more often. Your central nervous system is going to be taxed because of the heavier and the harder sets. And generally, you're just going to feel physically tired because it's a lot to put into one workout. And I feel it, guys. Like, I feel it, especially now that I'm dieting. But when I'm bulking, like, I feel it, guys. I'm tired, my concentration levels go down, and that is a key indicator that you need a deload. So deloads will have to be more frequent when you're training at this higher intensity, not only to rest mentally, to rest that neural fatigue and to recover your central nervous system, but also our joints and our tendons take a hell of a beating during this heavy weights. So if you want to be focusing on that longevity, which you need to be as a natural athlete, because if you're not lifting, you're not going to be growing. So guys, you have to be thinking about longevity in these things. So, you know, take your supplements, do your rehab, do your prehab, which I do every single day, guys. Stretching, foam rolling. Obviously, I'm not able to do my foam rolling here. And then when you do your deloads, you know, get on top of it, get a massage, go to the chiropractor, you know, get your body aligned right. Make sure that your joints are firing. Make sure that you're giving yourself that full rest in order to go back up into that reload and that another 8-week cycle, that another meso cycle that we talk about. So you want to break your meso cycles up to about 8 to 10 weeks. I'm someone who likes to push, so if I can get 10 weeks out of a meso cycle or 12 weeks out of a meso cycle with progression, I'm going to do that. And as soon as I start to slow down and feel it, I'm going to pull away. But for my clients, it's always going to be 8 to 10 weeks because it's longevity. But I feel like it's difficult as a coach doing something different that you give to your clients, but I should be doing 8 to 10 weeks really. But if I can push it, I'm always going to push it because that's just the type of person I am. I hope that made sense, guys. If it doesn't make sense, comment down below and I will address it in another video, or I'll address it on my Instagram. You can always slide into my DMs and I'm always going to respond to you as quick as I can. It's a little bit harder when I'm in Dubai. I'm a lot more tired, and actually mental fatigue is really, really settling in with the low carbs, I've lost 4.3 kilos since I've been in Dubai, and I've only been here 4 days. Like, a kilo a day is killing me, guys. You know, mentally I'm tired, physically I'm tired, even emotionally I'm tired, but it's just the way it is, guys. It's grinding. We've got 8 days left, and that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Peace.